welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and you're watching. Today I have an August favorites videos. You know, I was being consistent with Shop My Stash and then another favorites, and then as you can hear, I'm sure, hopefully I can reduce it in editing, there is construction basically from the time that anybody would wake up to about 8 p.m. So kind of frustrated. But I had to get this August favorites up because there's a lot of months where I'm like, there's some good products. This month, it was Halloween decoration just fell in the background. Just trying to get that out of the way. We're just gonna roll with the Halloween decoration. This month, I had some like game changers, some products that I really am going to struggle with putting back up and not using. So let's just go ahead and jump into it with that product that I'm talking about. The product that I'm talking about is something I've never heard anybody talk about, honestly. It's the Lancome Le Pro primer. It just says, I don't know, it's a perfecting makeup primer smoothing effect. You know, now that I read that, I completely agree with that. I was so scared of this because in the bottle, I got it during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty like the last time. In the bottle, it looked like it was an oil. My skin is combination oily. I struggle with textures and a few fine lines here and there. And I had been going through this breakout spell, which you'll see on a fail here of the calls. But even though I'm still using the product that causes me to break out, my skin is so clear. This is like when I was introduced to Drunk Elephant skincare products and how much of a difference it made. So I still use those Drunk Elephant products, but with this on top of it, and like this is not skincare, this is like a primer. But the effects that it gives, not only with your makeup, but like your actual skin. Like your skin is better when you take away the makeup. My skin just feels so soft. I have never had a product, skincare, primer, foundation, make my skin that soft. And not only that soft, but like it takes away textures. It's taken away breakouts, which I'm still using the product that has caused my breakouts. But with this primer I've used for 2 weeks in a row, I really don't know how I'm gonna put it up. Like it's like that good. And I don't ever see myself not having this product in my life. I have no idea how much this is originally, but I don't care because it's amazing. It kind of feels like if I had to compare it to anything, which it's not comparable to anything that I've ever tried, but if I had to, I would say it's a combination of the Smashbox primer with the Benefit Professional. Mix those together, or even like the Tarte, one of the little Tarte primers that I've used in a project pan in the past, like a combination of those, but it doesn't even, I mean, that's just like kind of the texture, but not even that. Like when I put this primer on my face, it's just so smooth. And with those other primers, what I find is like my makeup doesn't hold. Like it feels good, but my makeup doesn't last. I'm not going to say that this is going to make your makeup last for 12 hours because it's not. I would say that I need touch-ups, which granted I have oily skin, after about 6 hours, which isn't uncommon with any of them. So, I mean, I could talk about this all day. I'm probably all over the place with this because I don't know how to describe how good this product is because it's just a primer. I hear people talking about they don't think that the primers do anything. Okay, if you think that, try this and then come back and let's talk about it. Maybe not. So let's go ahead and get that fail out of the way because I feel like I've referenced it, so we're going to talk about this. This is the Pharmacy, which I hear a lot of people rave about. This is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer. This has caused breakouts. I mean, this is the source. It's not a question. Like, this causes me to break out heavily. Heavily. I sometimes struggle with breakouts, but I feel like I haven't in a very long time since I've used the Drunk Elephant products as my skincare routine. This is just, and I mean, it kind of feels sticky on your skin, and it does have like a honey smell. I got it in like a set. I'm almost done with it. I'm probably going to use it up just because I don't declutter stuff, and I know a lot of people have problems with that or have expressed that in the comments that they don't understand that. There's probably a story time coming up where maybe it will help you understand. This is a fail. Wouldn't recommend it. It causes me to break out. It kind of feels sticky and not in like a good, like my foundation is going to adhere better kind of way. Just don't like it. Wouldn't recommend it. Never going to repurchase it. Let's stick to skincare. I talked about these before in the past, but this is just amazing. It's the Sephora Green Tea Sleeping Mask. It's for mattifying and anti-blemish. I have oily skin that is sometimes, especially around that time of the month, I have hormonal breakouts. I always use this when I have hormonal breakouts. This and this have got my skin to where it doesn't look like I should, like it looks like it's not that time of the month. Okay, I've talked about this before. Let's just move on. This product is the Laura Geller Lash Boss. I was so mad when I accidentally opened this when I was hauling it, just because I have other mascaras that was sitting in my new drawer that I really wanted to try, and I have so many that are already opened up. The last thing I wanted to do was introduce a mascara that I didn't know about into my life. I got this with a set, so I wasn't expecting it to be the best. And the applicator, as you'll see, looks kind of scary. Looks different than anything I've ever had before. This lengthens, it separates, and I think that's because of the comb applicator. I get so many compliments on my lashes when I wear this, and I don't wear falsies, and I don't think that I've ever gotten compliments on my actual lashes before. This gives me what the Dior primer, mascara primer, and the Smashbox Superfan one gives me without the transfer. Love it. The next product that I'm going to talk about is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This was not a automatic favorite. Like, it wasn't like I used this product and I was like, this is going to be my setting powder. Like the primer, like, I didn't have that with this. However, I've tried a lot of setting powders. Like I said, I have oily combination skin with texture. So it is hard for me to find something that can be mattifying without sticking to texture. This does that. I always, however, when I've used this, I have always used like my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Rich Face Base Primer, like a moisturizing primer with like a mattifying foundation, and then this, which is really mattifying. I've used a significant amount of this, but it's going strong. I love this, and I did not think that when I bought this, and I used it for the first time, that this would be a powder that I couldn't see out of my collection. But it's that. It's that. It's the powder that holds my makeup the longest without settling in fine lines and picking up on textures. The last products, there's not that many. I just really wanted to make sure I got this video up, because the ones that I do have, they are true loves. Like, it's not like, oh, they were okay. It's like, whoa, these are amazing. These two I use in conjunction, but I would like them on their own as well. I could see me in the future using like this one for shimmers, or this one just for some matte shadows sometime. But I've got both of these at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And this one is the Pocket Candy Lime Crime. I love it. I love that blue for like the inner corner. All of the shades are amazing, including the purple, including that brown. I mean, they add an extra oomph. If I can find the pictures, I'll put them on the screen. But they are just good. And I know it's an all shimmer palette, and not a lot of people like that, but I don't mind that. It helps me use my singles. It helps me use my little quads. It gives an extra oomph to palettes that I don't love. I really like this. I enjoyed it a whole lot. The packaging is really, really cute too, so that's also a plus. Moving on to another Lime Crime palette, the Lime Crime Plushies palette in Sweet Blends. Ever since I started using the chocolate milk shade in this palette, I just yearn for it when I have other palettes. When I have other palettes, the browns or like the darker shades, they don't measure up to this. There's so much kickback with this, as you'll see in the close-up. But even with that, like, it doesn't get all over my face, and if it does, it's like easy to wipe away. But even though it has that much kickback, it is amazing. So yeah. That is all the products that I have for this month. That construction is killing me. If there's a takeaway from this video, please go try this product. Thanks guys, bye.